Why do you think the Arc Warden's such a good ban versus the OD pick?
OD likes to kind of bully the mid lane, and you can't really get on top of Arc Warden very easily to get like an Astral and harass. And if you do, you're gonna get purged up from the Arc Warden and take a lot of harass damage just to like walk up and do an Astral. So you don't really win the lane.
Sniper.
You may now select your heroes.
All right, we got a sniper.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, that's the well, I was gonna say the power of last pick, but it looks like no. I assume mid one he still takes it to the safe lane, right? I'm sure you want the sniper versus the OD matchup, right? Or am I wrong about that? I might be.
I would say that's correct. Omni Knight doesn't have magic immunity anymore. He just has status resist. So Ember Spirit's not actually that bad against Omni Knight. You can still do damage with Flame Guard, and it's not like he's gonna get the status resist bonus there to purge anything. You typically just max Flame Guard and Sleight of Fist. So I think Ember does fine in the safe lane, and mid lane you're gonna probably see Sniper versus 4DR.
Yeah, one thing I do have to say about this sniper is it's a very squishy hero, and there is a lot of burst on the side of Pain Gaming, you know, from that Morphling, Lion, and OD, you know. So if Nisha's ever out of position, he's going to be in real trouble.
So this, I think Sniper. Okay, hold on. We just real quick to point out it is Zai Batrider, YapzOr, Mars.
Oh, okay.
So they are going to run the core Batrider, which is fine. I think what he'll probably end up doing is lane dragging. There's not really a good response to it, so we'll probably see him just going behind the tier 2 tower, pulling the creeps into the jungle and free farming while Mars kind of just harasses the Morphling in the lane and then rotates. That's probably the easiest way to run the lane and just kind of avoid the Abaddon altogether. But when it comes to Nisha on Sniper, positioning for him is going to be so important. He needs to make sure he gives himself a lot of distance from the OD as well as Morphling. I think he should be okay. But again, Secret, like we talked about last game, didn't really have many save mechanics, and they don't either this game as well.
Yeah, but the one thing I am really excited to see, I want to see what YapzOr's able to achieve with these Mars rotations, because you know, if you get a lucky spear, it's a pretty long stun, but it's a skill shot, and YapzOr is most certainly one of the people capable of making those shots consistently, I think.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun game. I'm excited to see how they do this. I really like Pain's draft overall. Secrets, though.
Prepare for battle.
Can I really believe that Nisha Sniper and mid 1 Ember isn't going to win? I don't know, man. That's a hard decision to make, but it is the Morphling effect. I said last game, Morphling's just going to win, so I'm just going to stick to my gut. I'm saying Pain Gaming.
Wow, that is that's an interesting prediction. I'm going to take the slightly safer bet and say I really like what Secret have achieved here. And even if it wasn't Secret playing their draft, I think they would be winning it. But
I'm going to get Dan's games like crazy. It'll be fine.
But to be honest, I mean, mid 1 Ember Spirit, it's just such an iconic pairing. As well as I just think they're going to be able to output so much damage inside this arena. You know, you're going to have people trapped. They're going to have the CM ultimate as well as the damage. Oh, actually, you know, something I just thought about is Nisha, he's not able to put damage from the outside into the arena, is he, actually? Now that I think about it.
Nisha, you can. I believe it's just, like, enemies that can't
Oh, just enemies. Okay.
Yeah. The wall doesn't affect your allies, to my knowledge.
Okay, sorry, it's been a while since I've had a chance to see a Pro Mars. Because it was just being banned out every game, to be honest. Kind of issue.
I played the hero a little bit, and typically I just play my own game, right? I don't really pay attention if my ult ruins other people, but that's that's fine. So we are going to see Nisha in the mid lane here against the OD, and then of course YapzOr, and actually they're going to try lane it. YapzOr, Puppey, and then Zai bottom lane here against Pain's safe lane.
Well, I think part of the idea about this is, firstly, mid 1 on the Ember Spirit, such a level-dependent hero, so just giving him solo experience when you're not quite able to kill him is great for him. And, you know, they have a fair amount of pressure in this lane, so why not keep the Leo's Morphling down?
All right, so they're going to rotate Puppey to the top lane. I think they're just there to secure runes. That's pretty standard. Mid 1... Go Sleight of Fist level 1, just to make sure he can secure the range creeps in the lane and farm as much as he can. I like it, I like it. Ooh, Zai. Did you see that?
No, I didn't. Did he miss a CS or?
Yeah, the range creep barely, and then 4-4s walks up and snipes the range.
Oh,
creep.
Yapsaw, that's a nice skewer there into 4-4, but it's only level 1, so it doesn't last long enough. He will be able to deny himself if he wants to, but he's actually going to spend his regen first.
Yeah, he's gonna salve up. He's not ready to call it quits in the lane. He's just gonna keep harassing Zai's Batrider here as much as he can.
Yeah, and mid lane is going pretty Nisha favored so far. And as this lane goes on, I assume it gets even more sniper favored.
Look at 444. He wants to suicide, but they're not letting him. Spear in 1 second. Can they get it? Oh yeah, they got it. That's first blood.
Yep. Yeah,
that's a funny interaction.
I mean, it's exactly as you say. You know, he was looking for the deny, but he just wasn't quite ready for it, and so they go for the stun before he's able to get it off. And Yabsaw, that's 2 for 2 with his spears, by the way. So 100% rate.
I mean, that's pretty good. Not many people would say they have 100% hit rate on anything.
Yeah, I remember. I love that the copy paster in the chat about spear number 322 looking for spear number 333 or something. That's a great one. Mid one getting really low here. Oh, they do get the kill. Sorry, I didn't expect it to get it, but Puppy with the Crystal Nova, they were getting very low here, trading some hits, and the level 1 Heavenly Grace just not enough to save that Omni Knight.
Both these lanes are dueling like crazy.
Yeah, and it does look like the CS is going very far in favor of Secret, and it's not just the CS. They're also winning the kills battle as well.
I don't know how Lelis is going to be able to sustain this lane. I think once he gets this like 3rd point in Flame Guard at level 5, I don't think you can really contest Ember.
Oh, nice Sleight of Fist. And I think Lelis is in real trouble now that Hex is probably not going to be enough to save him. But no, they don't actually have the slow over on Lelis, and he is going to be fine.
Yeah, Puppy opting, obviously, for the 2nd point in Arcane Aura, or level 2 going for the 1st point in Arcane Aura, just obviously provide his team that really vital mana regen. But also, CM's mana regen, or has like massive mana problems without that talent, or without that ability. Yeah,
it's just so advantageous because, you know, it just allows Zai to continue his sticky harass, will allow Yapsaw to, you know, maybe spam a spear whenever he feels like it, just for the damage, not even the stun. It just really allows you a global advantage in your lanes, just to be able to press your mana advantage.
I like it. I like it. Nisha doing really well in the mid lane here. Definitely close in CS, but far ahead as far as like the regen war. Putting a lot more harass onto the side of 4DR.
Yeah, and as he gets more points into headshot and take aim, I think this lane gets even easier for him.
He finds a regen too. That's convenient.
He didn't even need the regen. I think he just wanted to take it in front of 4DR, to be honest. He could have denied it and just done the same.
Lelis, are they going to get Thelicore? Almost.
Woo.
Heavenly Grace barely kept him alive.
Yeah, I find it really interesting that he went for the 2 points in the Purification, because I feel when we first saw the new Omni Knight in lane over here, the Abaddon, they're trying to make it go onto him. No, 4-4 is just going to be fine. Waveform forward. Is Zai in trouble? No. Sorry, I was going to say, most of the time, we used to see the max Heavenly Grace just to get that sustain in the lane when this new Omni Knight came out, but he does have the 2 points into Purification.
I love Zai here. He actually goes and buys a bottle from the secret shop, and he's going to be able to get both of these runes, which will stabilize his lane quite a bit, since he has committed a lot.
Puppy in a lot of trouble. 4DR, they have the Hex. Do they have enough damage to Flame Guard? It doesn't really help against that pure damage or the OD. Pops the stick, mid one, the slow, the stun, and they do get the kill. Lelis able to get the last hit with the Purification.
That's nice. That's a really good find. That's a really good find. A little greedy for Secret to go for the rune play, but I don't think you expected OD to be there. So space for Nisha, definitely, which is really nice, but they at least managed to find a kill on the side of mid one, onto mid one.
Yeah, Nisha doing so well in this lane. You know, they forced the OD to go help at the rune to look for the shrine, but you know, a very big kill in return. So I think you're very happy with that rotation if you're the OD.
Speaking of rotations, Yapsaw in the mid.
Oh, unfortunately misses his first spear there. Otherwise, I think that would have been a big kill on that OD.
Yeah, he had no Astral at the time, so just push him under the shrapnels, and I think you find the kill no problem.
Yeah, but this sniper of Nisha really starting to take off. You know, a 12 last hits ahead of this OD. And this lane, yeah, I think 40R has correctly identified that he can't remain in this mid lane very long. But they do have good vision over what's going on here. A nice ward placed down. I think this was when Yapsor rotated.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, Zai's doing exactly what you said, you know, no longer fighting the Morphling, just going to cut the lanes. But they are TP rotating in, and Zai might be in trouble.
Oh my gosh. 40R is here too. I don't think you even find him, right? Firefly level 2 with boots, he's so fast. Oh, unless he walks back in.
They have the stun. They're all sitting in the fire. I think they should have enough damage with the help of 40R. The Astral, they're not even turning to look at it. They know he's dead. Oh, no. It does take a last little love tap there from 40R. Yapsor thought about rotating in, but wouldn't be able to help him.
So that's the second rotation, returning for a kill for 40R's OD here, but he's level 5 versus the level 7 of Nisha.
Ellis is doing a lot of damage over to Puppey. He had a big stick, and as well as the fact that he now has this O-ring, he's just more than happy to stay in this lane alone, and this means Thelakor's Lion might be able to help them set up a kill over onto Yapsor.
A big stick, huh? Bottom lane, Yapsor gets hexed up. He's gonna fall.
Yeah, so both these rotations, Thelakur doing a very good job. You know, realizing that Lelis can sustain himself now he has a few items and a few levels, is really making a big impact over on this Lion.
Yeah, that's I do like the rotations that Pain's making. They definitely need to, because if they were to be running like static lanes right now, they would be suffering a lot more.
Top tower is under attack.
Yeah, because they, you know, even though they've been able to pick up a few of these kills, they're still pretty far behind in the CS. It's already a 2k net worth advantage, and that's mainly just on the back of this CS that they've been able to get for Secret.
Thanks be to you.
I'm curious to see what the sniper chooses to build. Okay, he just queues up a Maelstrom. Sometimes you see the like Midas greed build going for the cooldown reduction by 10, but I think that's more of a pub build than it is actually very viable in a pro game, so I do like the Maelstrom queue. Look at... Okay, he has a haste rune. Okay, I was like, Telekor has got to be crazy going that far into the jungle, but he had a haste rune. That makes sense.
Yeah, I did see one time where the sniper built necro books first. And it was a game where it was just, it was so powerful. I can't remember why, but it allowed them to just push so quickly, as well as once they got Necro 3s, they were against an Invis hero. And it just provided them absolute vision. It was such an interesting change to the build. But Nisha keeping it a bit more standard here.
Yeah, he definitely needs to be the damage dealer here, because we're going to be seeing a lot of damage coming out from Pain's lineup. Obviously the Morphling, the OD, and then you have the sustain to back it up with Lelis. So you want to make sure you have enough damage on the side of Secret. Actually, Batrider getting so low in the jungle. He'll be fine. He's going to TP out. Zai know what he's doing. But if you're on Secret here, your main damage dealer is pretty much going to just be mid one and sniper. So if Nisha goes for more of a passive build, I think they might suffer in the mid game. So I really like the fact that he's opting just to be a little bit more fight ready.
Zai, by the way, already completed his Boots of Travel. I just saw him use it to get back to lane. This is so early, before the 10-minute mark. And this is just going to allow him to, you know, have that global presence as well as really keep up his farm.
Yeah, this is pretty much my favorite way to play Batrider. You just go 3-0-3. You don't really need lasso unless you have like a really good kill opportunity on a really important hero this early, because it will slow down your farm speed quite a bit.
We're coming up to the 10-minute mark. Zai, I don't think you want to fight this. They do actually successfully land Impale. Thelakur has a hex. Waveform forward, and I think Zai is going to be in trouble. It's Astral. Will he pop? No, it lives a little bit, but they save it actually for Leo.
Yeah, and Lelis dies on the top going for the other rune. So both offlaners getting a little bit greedy going for the rune. They do trade 1 for 1. But look at net worth, right? Like Sniper is just eclipsing these other heroes. 5,300, 1,000 ahead of the Morphling. Which, speaking of Morphling, he is somehow a water elemental spewing fire. So I'm sure that this is normal.
Yeah, I mean, it happens if, you know, you're... If there's I hear if there's a lot of fracking going on, that you could do that.
That's solid.
The worst thing about it is that's legitimately true.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, as you say, Nisha just almost 2k ahead of his lane counterpart. This sniper really starting to take off, and this Maelstrom, he's gonna have it in
Dire's
the
bottom
next minute or
tower
two.
is under attack.
Yeah, I mean that's the benefit of securing a really solid 10th pick. And Secret, they realize like, hey, how can they stop a sniper this game in the lane phase? And the answer is you really can't. You just let them farm. And they did what they could with the OD by rotating, finding a couple kills around the map. And that's the best that they could hope for.
Yeah, Zai, it looks like they were trying to ingress into the shrine, but really they're just pressuring this tier 1 tower. Sniper just saying at 40R, you cannot return to this lane. Just using the shrapnel and the assassinate to be annoying.
Nisha wants the tower. He's gonna slowly chip it away.
I mean, what Nisha once Nisha gets apparently this game.
Yeah. Now they did rotate Leo top for that aggression from Zai, so they moved Lelis bottom, and Zai has now moved mid lane, so he wants to make sure that this tower does not get denied, and it doesn't. All right, Nisha gets it, and that's his Maelstrom.
Leo going for a bit of a different build. Actually, do you know when the Radiant Courier died? I did not see that happen.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Radiant Courier's dead.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even.
It's maybe I assume it probably happened in the fight near this shrine. I've got to guess that's what happened.
Yeah, mid one Invis rune here, giving a ton of vision for his team as he walks by 4 heroes.
Yeah, it's as well as this ward here, so they know exactly what's going on. I guess he probably doesn't want to find the Omni Knight, but if he finds anyone else, he can probably get that kill.
Mm-hmm. Ember Spirit going for the Maelstrom as well. This is pretty much the standard build, right? You don't really want to go too far off of it. Makes it. I mean, you just have so much potential with just these few items. You bring a lot to the team fight. You have a lot of magic damage. Well, just gotta be careful here. Here comes the spear.
Oh wow, it's a great spear by Yapso. He missed one earlier, but they don't actually commit forward to this. I guess they were a bit afraid of Theliacor having a bit more defense against him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as soon as Lion showed, you gotta be a little careful. Nisha, bottom lane, gets astraled.
Morphlings here as well. Doesn't have the morph into the CM, but there's so much burst damage. A nice skewer there by Yap, so it's going to save the life of his sniper. And now OD just lasso him into the wall. Morphling doesn't have waveform, doesn't have the mana for it actually. Does have the stick, and now he will have the waveform as well as the attack strike. But there's so much damage coming out from Nisha, and they lose the Morphling, they lose the tower. They are able to get the knife. Nice finger there from Theliacor, is slowed by a little bit, but Ember Spirit, mid one,
More than 2 kills.
jumps forward to his remnant, is able to clean that up. Mid one actually claiming the 3 kills.
That's a triple kill, and Abaddon got the deny. So this is a ton of gold here going for mid one. He was quite a bit lower in net worth. Now he's number 2, right? 5,400. Maelstrom coming out in about 1,200 gold. But Lelis couldn't be there for that fight, and that's a big deal. He's pretty much the only ability to kind of keep his heroes alive for the side of Pain. And that was a beautiful arena placed by Yapsor. Secures a kill on both Morphling and OD.
Yeah, I have to say, Zai, I didn't realize that it worked so well like this, but you just lasso into the walls of the arena and you continue, you continuously get the procs going off, and it's so much continuous damage. It's a wonderful combination to see. It's one I haven't seen yet, but it's really cool.
Top lane, Zai just running through Lelis, but taking a little bit of harass damage himself. Yeah, purges it off.
Neither of them are really that afraid of each other. But yeah, you know, Pain, they did get a little bit of an upside, able to kill off Nisha. Nice finger there by Theliacor. So, but I do have to say, the response by Secret, you know, they imprison Nisha and then instantly everyone rotates bottom. That's just,
oh yeah,
you know, it's just great play by the team, really playing around their carries.
Come in handy.
Yeah, and Yapsor doing so much this game just with his 4th position Mars, hitting several really good spears already, and obviously that one arena we just talked about, it won him a fight, so he's playing really well. I think right now Yapsor is probably the one to have done the most for Secret as far as like setting up their map presence as well as their tempo.
Yeah, and something I have to say is the build over here on Leo's Morphling, unlike from what we saw from Nisha last game, it means he's going to take a lot longer before he really feels he can get involved, because he's going defensive with that Linken's.
I mean, he has to this game for sure. You can't get lassoed on the Morphling.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
No, yeah, I mean, I'm not criticizing him for doing it, but it just means it sets back, it just sets back Pain's timing all that much more forward, and Secret, they're almost fully online, you know, mid one. He has that Maelstrom completed, Sniper versus the Maelstrom, and I don't really know what else they need before they could just mow down all these towers.
Yeah, I mean, they just took tier 2 bottom, pretty much uncontested. Pain knows if they try to fight right now, they're so far behind. They don't really have a solid way of getting on top of Sniper. We saw last time, right? You get the Astral, and then the rest of Secret's lineup is there, ready to fight you, and you can't take that fight on Secret's terms, so you kind of just need to avoid Sniper at this point in the game. He actually finds himself a DD rune. Oh my gosh. And now mid one with Maelstrom allows him to play very aggressive and split push.
Oh, that's so much damage over there onto Thelacore. Does get a Hex, but is that going to be enough to save him? Mid one, is he going to commit for this? And he's still diving. He does have a defensive remnant, obviously, Thelacore. What does he have? He has mana for the stun now. The Sleight of Fist and the Flame Gun. He's able to get that kill. That's just under the tier 4s. And Puppey, they get the lasso, were able to get the Strength Wolf as well as the imprisonment, and that's going to be able to save their life. They pop the ultimate there from the OD, but doesn't really drain that much mana or do that much more damage. And now Zai, he's not really afraid of anything.
Yeah, he saw YapzOr and immediately Sanity's Eclipse to try and burn the mana of Mars. Zai did have, I think, at least a half full wand, so he gets a lot of his mana back. But that was OD's initial intent, was just like, all right, I need to try and save Morphling and myself from getting, Mars ulti and speared.
Yeah, oh, Thelacore, I think you're in real trouble. Does have a blink completed over here on the Ember Spirit. The finger, it's not quite enough to the Flame Gun, but the pure damage from Lelis.
That's a great find. So is that that's your blink reveal there from Thelacore. And that's a second stack there for Finger of Death. That's a great find from him.
Yeah, I have to say that's amazing, because they knew the Lion was TPing in, but they had no idea he had the blink. So they were probably looking to turn it around on the Lion, that's why you had Zai sitting around, but great play. I have to say, Thelacore's Lion, he's had 2 very, very good kills this game.
Batrider pressuring top tier 1. This tower is going to fall soon, but it's not like a big deal for Secret to take it. They definitely just want to keep putting pressure where they are. Nisha farming a pretty big ancient stack as well, just further accelerating his farm. And I want to point out, going for the Hurricane Pike is his next item, right? Before the game started, we talked about positioning here for Nisha and how important it is going to be for him to stay alive in fights, especially going into the mid-late game. Hurricane Pike allows him to do that. Not only, obviously, if OD tries to make a play on him, you can just pike the OD away, but it allows you to get away from Morphling as well. So I really like this pickup.
For DR, by the way, after his bad laning stage, he did go for the Hand of Midas, and it looks like that really has made him fully recover. He's almost even with mid one now.
There's a lasso.
Oh, Arena Blood, triple Remnant, as well as the CM ultimate. 4-4, he's going to try and get away, pops his ultimate, and I don't think they have anything left to stop it. No, so 2 quick kills, but people just evaporated inside that arena.
I mean, if you get that initial grab onto the Omni Knight, you don't have a save coming out from Paint. There's no Heavenly Grace. There's no Guardian Angel. So great targeting there from Zai, and they actually find 40R in the top.
Yeah, he uses imprisonment over on Zai, and that means mid one is just going to be able to just sit on top of him with the Searing Chains, and that's 3 great kills across the map, and that probably just transitions itself into a tier 2. I'm not quite sure how you defend this. You're the side of Paint Gaming.
Tier 2 mid, but mid one's going to cleave tier 1 top too, so they're going to get for sure the tier 1, and it looks like they're just going to farm up otherwise. So 1 tower, a couple good kills around the map. Secret loses nothing. They're up 9,000 gold here 19 minutes into the game, positioning themselves really well here for runes as well.
Yeah, it's a 78% win probability for the side of Secret, so it's not that dire yet for the side of Paint Gaming, even if they are almost 10k behind. If they are able to continuously get, let's say a few good pickoffs, this game could turn around for them.
Thelacore may have put himself... He gets the rune, though. This is worth 100% worth. Gets the bounty rune. I don't know if it's actually worth. I don't think it is, but in his mind, you gotta somehow convince yourself that it was.
Yeah, I can't quite remember how much the runes give, but you know what? It might be. He only gave away 286, and
oh, he definitely got more money for his team than what he gave them. That's for sure.
I mean, then that's what you call worth.
Yeah, support plays.
Exactly. I always honestly say that. Oh, meanwhile, Zai's going to make the initiation over here. Again, they do find this Omni Knight, so he's not able to pop anything off, even using the ultimate here from Puppey, and that means... is this going to save your life? No, the Spirit Vessel. I thought the Heavenly Grace, as well as the ultimate, might be able to save him. The Skewer Fort, actually skewers him outside the arena. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Yeah, so anything that's going up on the X or on the Z axis can go over the wall. So if you actually are flying in the air, for instance, in that case, you would use Firefly on Leo. He gets speared out over the wall rather than into the wall.
Okay.
So there's a
that
few
makes
like really
sense.
interesting interactions with arena and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I thought Leo was in real trouble and then the spear pushes him out. But I guess if it's a known interaction, Dota is a, you know, we think of it as like 2D, but you're right, it does have the Z-axis that we don't think about a lot.
And that's the Arena of Blood is like one of the few times when that comes into effect. The other ones would be like Cold Feet. So if someone gets like tossed while cold feeted, it immediately snaps it because they technically go out of range. So there's a few like really interesting interactions with the Z-axis, but this game we'll be seeing it obviously with Arena of Blood.
Yeah, mid one, by the way, he's going for the second item Octarine. This is something I haven't usually seen. I've seen like second item Aghanim's, but why do you think he's going for this? I mean, obviously to use his spells a lot more frequently, but do you prefer it to the Ags?
Wait, who is this?
Mid one, second item Octarine core.
You know, I think more often than not, we see Octarine coming like in the fourth item. I'm not against it, seeing it now, but yeah, I think it is odd because normally the Aghanim Scepter ends up paying off a little bit more. But I like it. I mean, it's a really good item. It makes him a lot tankier, which I think he does need to worry about, and it gives him a lot of mana as well. And I think those are probably the two things he wants to make sure he doesn't have to run out of.
Good. We are starting to see a bit of an
They find
issue.
Lelis again?
Middle tower is under attack.
Yep,
gosh, they
Lasso, they have everyone here. Oh, 4-4, he's trying to get the aphotic shield, but he's not quite there in time. BKB over on 4DR, it's the reveal puppy still channeling his ultimate from outside. Slice of Fist, Searing Chains, it's onto two of them. Are they going to be able to kill? They do manage to take down the Abaddon, but are they going to find anyone else? Slice of Fist, no Searing Chains latch on anyone. And now Leo, he's managed to turn himself into his own Ember Spirit. The ultimate there from the sniper. I think they might have been able to get the kill, but it didn't look like the spear connected.
This Ember Spirit played that super well in that fight, but I guess he's going to keep going. Yeah. They're just diving the base at this point.
Yeah, they find Thelicore, and finally they do get the sniper ultimate on top of Lelis, and they have a lot of sustain over here because Yapsor has the full-blown Spirit Vessel. And Batrider using that, you know, the new boots of travel as well as your TP to be able to go back, get full health, give bottle charges to everyone.
Dire structures are fortified.
And Leo, all he has is the Silicon Sphere. You know, he's not even halfway towards this Ethereal Blade. So no one really fears the Morphling, and now Shrines are open season for the side of Secret.
Yeah, I mean, that's great control here from Secret. They know their objective. We got respawns coming up from Pain. They don't have Lasso, and that's kind of their best way of securing kills. So they just want to open up Shrines back up. Actually, Puppy gets caught in the top here. Can they actually kill him, though?
The sniper coming in, Yapsor with another good ultimate, the BKB from 4DR, they're just going to be able to walk out. He's trying to chase, he does imprison over Yapsor, but now the rest of the side is Secret here, so you're not going to want to follow that forward any further. Slice Fist, Searing Chains on top of the Morphling, nice skewer, does pin him to a tree, but instant aphotic shield by 4-4. They've managed to force out the ultimate here from the Abaddon, but they're going to shrine up together. 4-4 living on a sliver of HP there.
They have so much zoning and poke potential on the side of Secret, right? Yapsor, well, actually, we'll come back to that. Lelis actually just getting ran down here in the top. See if
They
he can actually
have
survive.
the lasso over here on side. Yeah, finally he does commit for it. That's done from Thelicore. It doesn't attack mid one. He tries to look for the Batrider on the back line. Then he's going to try and walk himself away, but you're not getting out on this one. And another kill for Nisha.
Secret looking so good now. This is the Secret I think a lot of people had expected to see in the first game, but I don't think that was necessarily Secret playing poorly as much as Pain really just put on a really great game in the first one, and now this one may have just
Sai here in the bottom lane. They did manage to find him.
Oh, he's just going for the rune and died.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't expect the two big cores of the side of Pain Gaming, while the rest of your side are in tier 3s. I think he expected them to be somewhere else. Heo does get the Slice of Fist Searing Chains over here on top of CM. They use Dust as well as a ward. They have vision over Puppy if they're going to able to kill him. able to waveform out of the Arena of Blood, so they haven't really caught anything, but they do force the buyback. 2 buybacks, in fact. They have the Spirit Vessel over here onto the Morphling. The Heavenly Grace, is it going to save him? No follow-up damage. The Heavenly Grace managing to dispel that Spirit Vessel does save the life of the Morphling. And 40R, who's he looking for? There's a lot of damage coming out from Nisha. Nisha with his own BKB, he's actually just turning around, but the ultimate over here from the Winning Knight. Now Nisha doesn't do any damage at all, except for with his ultimate. The skewer doesn't connect thanks to the save over from 40R, but now they have no BKBs. The Sanity's hits, it does a lot of work, but Puppey already channeling his ultimate, and they are going to lose 40R. He does have buyback, but there's no buyback on 4-4 or Thealacor, and they are going to find Lelis as well. Lelis, he has a buyback, but it looks like they're just not willing to defend this. That's an easy melee backs, and I think this might just be the beginning of the end for the side of Pain Gaming as they call GG.
Yeah, that was there. It's really hard for them to fight at that point. They've already used pretty much everything in their kits, all their BKBs, ultimates. They did try to commit the Sanity's Eclipse to stop Puppey from just walking in and popping